The DVD, the Rhythmic Horizons DVD, is the second DVD. There's one before that called Rhythmic Visions. And they were all based on some ideas that I had in the 80s and leading into the 90s about rhythmic manipulation. So ways to make, you know, emotional effects in the music that didn't require technique as such as using displacement, such as using modulation, creating effects like you've moved the downbeat, creating effects like you've changed the tempo, even though it's just superimposed, and it makes it feel, just for a few moments, it feels like, oh, hang on, the drummer's changed tempo. It was just an effect like a sort of an Alfred Hitchcock moment where you think, oh, hang on, the floor's all gone. Well, oh, there we are. You know, I thought it was amusing at first, and it still is amusing to some degree. And in subtle ways, it's a very interesting tool because you can find a lot of variation out of very simple things that you can play. You can create numerous permutations of it. You might make a very simple fill and you think, oh, I play this fill all the time, it's really boring. If you start it a 16th later, suddenly it's a whole new fill. If you start it 3/16ths later, or play it in triplets, exactly the same fill, suddenly it's a whole new fill, and it'll really open your ideas, open your mind to other possibilities. And you can play quite simple things and have a powerful effect on the music. So I started, you know, collecting ideas, writing them down. I've got thousands of bits of manuscript at home that I've scribbled on, which comes back to that I'm thankful that my father got me lessons when I was a child, because it was a way of recording it. It was a way of recording it and looking at it and being able to manipulate it. I think, right, there's a rhythm. I'm going to try and write this rhythm a 16th note late or a 16th note early. And suddenly it's really hard to play. I think, why is that? My hands and feet are playing exactly the same thing I played 5 minutes ago, but now my brain's placing it in a new position. Suddenly it's 10 times harder. Why is that? I've got to get to the bottom of that. So the books, I wrote 2 books, Rhythmic Illusions, Rhythmic Perspectives, and then I started on DVDs. It was around the time where people were stopped making VHS, you know, drum educational things, and started to make DVDs, and around 2000, 2001, there was a chance to actually do this kind of technology at home. So I bought some cameras, I got some lights, I already was doing the musical recording stuff in my studio. I thought, I can do this. You know, the content was something that I wanted to get dead right. I didn't want to go in a big time kind of video studio and blow the whole budget in one day and almost guarantee that I was going to be very disappointed with what I played, you know, and really have the chance to consider everything and kind of pace it the way I wanted it to go. I mean, I couldn't write the DVD at the beginning. I just sort of set off and wrote it as I went along. And then a third of the way through, I thought, right, well, this is not relevant anymore. I need to change this. A pattern is starting to form. My creative process is normally, I know what I don't want to do more than what I do want to do. And that becomes my path, just steering clear of things I don't want to do, I don't want to play, or what I consider to be cliches or things that I don't want to say on the drums. So nearly always my creative path is me just dodging areas that I don't want to go to, and then I find where I want to go to. I can't always see it at the beginning, the place that I want to get to. I set off on a path and find it just by avoiding things. But so the 2 DVDs have come out. The last one, Rhythmic Horizons. You know, there's kind of methods, concepts, if you like, which I hope people can apply to their playing. I don't really want people. You would miss the point if you just sat down and played the rhythms that I played. The rhythms that I played are unimportant. The concept is important, and you can apply those concepts to your playing in whatever music you do, whatever style you do, whatever ability level you're at. You can use those concepts as kind of creative tools. If you're stuck in a rut, I mean, every drummer gets stuck in a rut from a time. You know, I have certainly in the past just played gigs and oh man, I can't think of one good thing to play. Play the same fill every night in the same place. I need to break out of this. And it was never about, okay, I need to spend more time playing like this on a practice. I need to spend a few more hours playing single stroke roll. That wasn't the way to get out of a creative rut for me. You know, I just wanted to have better ideas.